Online students, could you please confirm? Is my voice is loud and clear? Okay. So let's continue. In the previous class, we are discussing about the functions, and within the functions, we have discussed related to string functions, basic functions, aggregation functions, and date functions. And now we are going to discuss the next function called as logical functions. So this is the last functions which we are having in the Tableau, within the Tableau. Okay. Now, so in today's class, we are going to discuss few important points. Okay, multiple important points we are going to discuss in the today's class. Yeah. So before moving on to this, so let's complete the Tableau, and from there we'll try to complete remaining things. So in the previous class, we are discussing in the Tableau functions. For functions, I have loaded a simple data set, just which was created for a sample purpose, because anyways, we are not going to use that particular data set. We are going to create the functions without loading the without loading any data set. Can't we load the Tableau? Means we can load, but once you click on this create calculated field, this will not be enabled. So here, whatever we are having, so just if I do like this, just a minute. Here, what are the data source is there? So in the previous class, we tried to connect to the data. Okay. When we try to connect to the data, here we are having in terms of data like this. So what is the data set means? Just I have taken a sample of some marks and the gender. In the previous class, we are discussing, right? So just I have taken in terms of this one. In the sheet one, marks, gender column. These are the two columns which we have created, right? One is marks, second one is called as gender. And I have shown you how to calculate for the marks absolute. Means sometimes you are going to get the decimal values. Whenever you take the continuous variable, the problems with the continuous variable, what type of problems you generally face with the continuous variables means either the data will be in terms of sometimes the data, what are the continuous variable you are having, continuous. The problems within the continuous variables would be like this. Okay. Sometimes we are going to get the data in terms of negative values, and we are going to convert that negative values into positive values. Okay, the negative values by positive values. Sometimes the problems, I'm writing the problems. What are the problems we are going to get? Problems are, we'll get either negative values. Okay, sometimes, sir, negative values is a wrong data. No, sometimes it might be a real data also. So for example, you have got a profit by loss. There is a column called as profit by loss. That is a column name. And buying price, selling price, and profit by loss. These are the three columns are there, where buying price is lesser than the selling price, then it is going to give the profit. If the buying price is more than the selling price, then it is going to give the negative, which is called as loss. So sometimes the negative values will be as is important. We can't convert the negative values to positive values by applying the absolute. So all the losses we can't convert to profit. So in some cases where we'll have the negative values as a wrong data, and in that case we have to, where we know that height of the persons will be there. Height of the person cannot be negative. So there will be certain cases. In that case only we have to convert. This we consider as wrong data. Then in that case we'll consider as negative values as the positive values, and we are going to convert by using the absolute functions. And second, we are going to have the ceiling function. Sometimes we require in terms of round figures. We don't want that too much of decimal values. Either we are going with the ceiling function or floor function, and using this, these are all decides based on the situation. In that particular situation, I can't tell that every situation will be the same. The point here is whether you are learning the data science or data analytics or anything, okay, related to this data science or data analytics. Okay, out of these two courses, whatever the course you have chosen, okay, there will be in terms of multiple options. To complete the task, there will be multiple options. And in this case, you have to do like this. In this case, you have to do like this, like this, like this, like this will be there. So why these many options are created? Multiple options, why they have created? Because the reason is, here the meaning is very simple. What is that meaning is, we are having the, we have in the reality, in reality, wide variety of data. So wide variety of data, different types of data are available, different types of business problems are available. Types of business problems are available. Different types of data sets are available, different types of business problems, different types of varieties of data are available. Wide variety of data is available. Okay, now for example, I can make the class very simple. From your student point of view, if you have to create the class, means I can take one project from the Power BI or from the Tableau itself. Okay, let us discuss Tableau only. I will take one project and I'll explain the business problem. For this business problem, first I'll explain the business problem. Later I'll explain for you the data exploration. Later I'll explain the data cleaning. Later I'll explain for you the analysis, and I will close this one. Then what you'll understand? Project you will understand. At the end, if I complete that project step by step in front of you and everything, without explaining the theoretical concepts or without explaining the individually the concepts, here we are discussing individually some concepts. First we are completing individually some concepts. After explaining the concepts separately, individual concepts I'm explaining separately, and from there I'm explaining for you the finally by application as project. I think everyone in your degree, okay, in your degree, I think you have studied the subjects, multiple subjects. After completing the subjects, you have done the project, or you have done the project and learned the subject. Which one you have done? Project you will do in the last semester. Before to that, you will learn the individual concepts in the multiple semesters, multiple subjects. Whoever the student has learned the various subjects and having the knowledge, this person will do the practical application of the project by his own. And he will create a research paper based on that. Okay, he will try to publish one paper also. Paper means in terms of article, right? General. In the generals, they are going to publish. Now, who are having the subject's knowledge and using their subject's knowledge, who has done the practical application on the project, they can do this one. Some students will be there. They will not learn the subjects, anything. Directly, Arey, I don't want anything, Ra. Could you, you have completed project, na? Could you explain that project for me? I will also present in front of others. They'll ask like this. Subject I don't want. In every semester, I will not prepare. These many subjects I will not prepare. Last semester, in front of others, we have to do the project, na? First, you have completed project, completed. Could you explain that project? Explain. Project. What I have to do in this? He will explain the step by step. This one followed by this one, followed by this one. He will explain the step by step. This much only, project. Yes. Okay. Completed. Thanks. Then what we'll understand? On that day, particular day, in front of HOD or something, or for getting the degree certificate. For example, if it is a group, means we will be the fourth member. In a group or in any person, we will be the last member. For example, one person has to do one project. HOD has told like this, assume. Separately you have to do. Then the students, what they'll do? They'll take the project, they'll purchase the project outside. Something which is already designed, already completed. they'll take that one and they'll ask the explanation, explain the step-by-step explanation. They'll take the explanation of the project. After taking the explanation of the project, they'll come in front of the HOD and they'll explain everything. And they'll feel that they have completed project. That is their excitement after that. Their inner feeling says that I have completed the project. I only created. That is their inner feeling. But what is the actual feeling means they are dummy students. In the outside reality, they can't go for the interview. They have the fears for facing the interview. They can't explain whatever the project others will ask. They can't say that this project was done by me. In front of others, every time they'll be in the dummy face. They'll have the fear that these people will ask any questions means whether I'll explain or not. Major task was completed in front of HOD. Now again, second, one more time, if you're asking the questions from the project means what is the problem? Why this kind of problems you'll face? Because you are understanding the project, not the concept. When you understand the concept and based on the concepts, if you design the project, then if anyone asks any question, if why in this case, this one means if another case is there, we'll do like that. We'll explain simple like in this way. When strong concepts are clear, multiple projects can be created. But project was created means only that project will be very clear. So I can take one project, I can explain one project, and I can explain the step-by-step explanation for this project. Then which part will be clear for you? Concepts will be clear or project will be clear means project will be clear. Concepts, not the concepts. Once again, if you take another project, again new. Sir, where to start, what to do, how to do. In this case, what we have to do. That project I have done, sir. That is clear, sir. Sir, don't ask any questions. This project you tell what we have to do. The reason behind that is only you have understand the project. That is the problem. So to overcome this problem, what we have to do means you have to learn concepts individually, separately. Separately, you have to learn the concepts. Later, based on your concepts, you have to apply the project. Otherwise, this is the problem. Is the point is clear? Now, when I'm explaining for you the these kind of functions, every function will not be useful in every project. For the given project, it may be useful, it may not be useful. Though it is not useful, also will not apply. In one case, one will be there. Here we are discussing overall, for overall all the types of projects. I'll have some kind of experience now in the reality. So what are the experience I'm having as a data analyst when I'm working as a data analyst or as a data scientist? What type of scenarios, what type of functions, and what type of things I have faced for doing the projects. All the concepts I'm explaining for you, which are not faced by me or which are not important for that. Simple. Is the points are clear? So now some of the students has asked me initially some question like this. Sir, we are having in terms of file handling, file handling and exceptional handling in Python. Which topic you have missed in the Python while explaining? Now, once you join as a data analyst in a company, okay, once you will work now, they'll give the task in the Python only, assume, not in the Tableau or Power BI, in the Python only. And you tell me whether you will use the file handling or exceptional handling. Those will not come into the stages of the data analyst. So that is the reason there I have skipped instead of deviating that one. But since it is in the syllabus copy, we have to even cover that one also. 100% will cover. So as I have told you, in today's class, I'm going to explain for you the logical functions. And based on the logical functions, how to create a new columns, okay, calculated fields, okay. And after the calculated fields of logical functions, next I'm going to have in terms of today, I think some of the students has completed the dashboard of the sample superstore, as one of the student has told me, he also completed. So multiple students has completed and they have shared their dashboards to my mail ID. So which of the students has shared to my mail ID? In that, I'm going to pick one of the student and I'm going to ask that particular student to present now, today. The presentation will be today. He has to explain. And we are going to ask the questions. Why you have created like this only? What is the reason? Why you, what is the idea you have got? Why to create this one? So you have to get some idea now. From where you got that idea? How you have created that one? So like this, we are going to discuss with respect to their dashboards. Okay, that is going to be the today's class. Okay, logical functions and along with the students presentation. These are the two things. Half an hour I'm going to discuss the logical functions. I mean 10 to 15 minutes maybe. And from there presentation will be for the remaining session. One or two students are going to do the presentation, right? And the second one is in the next week, that is last week for you. Okay, next week is going to be the last week from Monday to Friday. So on next week, Monday, I'm not going to write the Monday, Tuesday like this. Okay, in the next week, one class, we are going to discuss the Tableau project, end-to-end Tableau project, one more Tableau project. And in one class, we are going to discuss the Power BI project, one more Power BI project end-to-end. And in one class, we are going to discuss Microsoft certification in Power BI or Tableau certification, Microsoft certification and Tableau certification, both of them are available. For data analyst, Tableau certification is there. For data analyst role, Microsoft certification is there. So I'm going to discuss for you the certifications and how these certification questions would be, and I'm going to share you the sample questions also. So Microsoft certification as data analyst, but 100% I can say you, whoever has cleared the Microsoft certification in data analyst, your shortlisting of you'll get shortlisted blindly, no discussion on this. Blindly you'll get shortlisted for interview. Whoever has completed Microsoft certification in this class, guarantee, interview call is guarantee. Literally it is guarantee for you. Reason behind is, in this class, out of 100 students, only 5 students will complete the Microsoft certifications. Only 5 students. That is the reason. These 5 students only will be the in the reality, top 5 or top 10 people only will get the jobs. You also know this one. So in the reality, how many people are completing the courses, in the how many people are getting that one miss? Because why demanding people will not take the certification means, instead of learning the concepts, they'll depend on others now. Only 5 people will learn the concepts properly. They will do the projects on their own and they'll take the data sets and they will complete everything. So these 5 people who are going to complete 5 or 10 or 20, whatever the number, 100% I am guarantee whether once you complete the Microsoft certification or Tableau certification, not Naresh IT certification. Not Naresh IT. Naresh IT completion, Naresh IT certification, you can go and collect the Naresh IT by showing your fees receipt. Both offline students and online students. That depends on the fees. This depends on the subject. This is not based on the fees. If you pay 20,000 also, they'll not give the certificate. Only subject, right? So, and in one class, we are going to discuss after this, what are the Python advanced concepts was left out now. That concepts we are going to cover here. Okay, that balance part, that to be more precise, balance within the syllabus copy, what are the balance was left, that we are going to cover in the balance means not only Python, just you can go through the syllabus copy in the Python or in the SQL, wherever the topics are left out, all the topics will be covered. Not in one class, in 2 classes. Okay, one class Python topics left out and SQL topics, what are the balance topics are left out in the entire syllabus copy, everything will be completed. So next week 5 classes will be there, right? Out of 5 classes, these are the 5. With that, your batch will be completed. And Saturday, that is last day of yours. Saturday, you are having the, not Saturday, one day. Within the next week, one day. That day can be either Saturday or any other day. For example, due to some reason, again, if I take any leave or something, but one day will be there, that is called as competition. I'm going to take the competition. Okay, in that competition, as I have told you, so whoever has done very well, I'm going to sponsor for you the Microsoft certification. Okay, so I'm going to give you the Microsoft certification voucher. So you can take with that, and 100% means your 100% Microsoft certification fees, whatever is there, I'm going to sponsor that. Is the point is clear now? So for this certification anyways, I'm going to explain and everything will be completed, right? So I think 100% you can easily cover the competition. Is the point is clear? Everyone, right? So this is the things. And in this project, what all we are going to do? Yeah. Interview questions we are discussing in the class, right? As we have discussed multiple times, this is the interview question, this is the interview questions. Interview questions we are discussing at the class. Separately, interview questions will not be shared. Interview questions are discussed in the class. All the interview questions we have discussed in the during the class hours only. And particularly if you want again separately the interview questions also, I can share you the interview questions. That is not a problem. Okay, that one also will share. Interview questions. Again, after sharing the interview questions, don't ask the answers also. Sir, question answer, question answer, question answer, give like that, sir. We'll by heart and we'll go for the interview and we'll get that. Like, don't ask like this. Okay, is the point is clear, guys? I'm going to share you the interview questions also. Done? Now, so mock interview, you can have them, as I've told you, I will take the mock interview, right? So I'm going to conduct the mock interview also in the next week. Okay, we'll have the mock interview also. I will take the mock interview. Okay, surely I will take the mock interview. Now, coming back. So in today's class, we are going to complete this logical functions, and from that we'll move on. Now, here I'm going to apply the logical functions. So create calculated field. So what are the calculated field I'm having? I'm going to give some kind of logical. The column name as logical. This is the column name. Whenever you are using here calculated field means column. So it is going to create a column. So here the logical functions. Yeah, sure. Chetan, just a few minutes. So here I'm going to take the logical functions. First one is called as if. If is the logical function. If 2 is greater than 3. No, do you remember in the Python, what are the logical functions we have discussed? First, we are going to write if. After that, we are going to write the condition that is based on the operator, or which is also called as expression. And we are going to keep one column. And below, we are going to write in terms of whatever it has to be executed. Okay. And followed by else. If you want else means you are going to add the else. Else you are going to have in terms of like this. So we are going to write in the Python in this way. Now, for example, if 2 is less than 3, print. I'm printing in the bracket true. Not true. I'm printing something like this. Greater. Okay. I'm printing the greater. Next, else, colon. And I'm printing in terms of print smaller. Like this. Okay. Now, this is the Python code. So, what are the syntax I have written? This is the Python. The same thing in the, particularly in the this Tableau, we are going to write like this. If 2 is less than 3, sorry, this is smaller, this is greater now. So if 2 is less than 3, then it is smaller. I'm going to write like this, smaller. Here we have to use the word called as then smaller, else greater. Like this we are going to write. This is in the Tableau. Okay, first you are going to write the condition. After the condition, here you how you are keeping the colon. Here you have to write the then. That is the difference. And like this, we are going to write the in the Tableau. So just I'm going to create in the calculated field if 2 is less than 3, then smaller. I'm going to print in terms of smaller, else is greater. Okay. So now here, whenever the value is smaller, it is going to give the smaller, lower value, that is small value, smaller, else it is going to give the greater, right? Once everything was completed, at the end, you have to write the end. Don't forget to write the end. Okay. So else greater, else greater. After that, keep the end and then click on the apply. Now you are going to get a new column called as, see here, everything is smaller. Why everything is smaller? Because here I have written automatically 2 is less than 3, predefined. It is not even checking now. So if I write here, instead of this one, I'm going to write the column name. So how to write the column means marks. If the marks are less than 70, then this is the case. Grade A. Marks, sorry, less than 70, grade F. Greater than 70, something like this. So I'm going to write here in terms of marks. I'm going to take the marks column. Okay. What are the marks column is there? Marks are greater than 70. Then in that case, I'm going to give like this, pass. Yes, fail. Okay, they are failed. If the marks are greater than 70, then pass. Yes, failed, and click on the end, then apply. See, wherever the marks are 56, it is failed. 90, pass. Minus 80, failed. 80, pass. 94, pass. 55, failed. Is the point is clear? Everyone? So like this, here you can write the condition. Here you are going to write the column. If you write a single value, for every record, single value only will be applicable. If you select this particular value, every record value will be selected. Is the point is clear? Don't forget to write the end. At the end, you have to write the end, then and end. These are the keywords which we have to use in the tableau. Syntax is clear, guys? That is if and else. Everyone is clear? Next, let us move on to the next one. So next condition is if and else is completed, right? So what is the next function we are having? Elif. So you can add the elif and or. So how to add the elif means, so first you have to write here, again, I'm going to take the same logical function and I'm going to click on the edit. For example, edit. So first I'm going to check the condition called as greater than 90. Then I'm going to give as grade A. Grade A. Okay, after that, I'm going to write here elif. Okay, elif. Next one is grade B. Grade B. And else. Else is failed. And I'm going to take in terms of and. So first you are going to write else and elif. So okay, first one is if, else if, and else. I'm going to select the else. So, and you are going to write in this way. So you are going to get the output. So wherever the output is, for example, here in this case, wherever the value is greater than or equal to 90, it has to give. Greater than or equal to 90 means just you are going to add the greater than or equal to like this. Okay. And for example, I'm writing here like this, greater than or equal to 90. So I'm going to get equal to symbol also. Wherever the value is greater than or equal to, I'm going to get the grade A. So for example, here automatically I'm going to get grade A. Yes, it is failed. But I want to check the second condition. What is the second condition is else if. So whenever you are writing the second condition called as else if, that is a condition. Now whenever you are using the word if, again you have to write in terms of condition. Na? So else only not required condition, but if is required condition, elif also requires the condition. So here again I'm writing the condition. What is the condition is, if the marks are greater than or equal to 70. If the marks are greater than or equal to 70, this time 70, then what I have to do? It is a grade. I'm going to give the grade as B. Now can you check? So here first one is, if marks are greater than or equal to 90, then grade A. Else if marks are greater than or equal to 70, then here also I have to use the then grade B, and else fail. So whenever you are using the if condition, don't forget to write the condition. After writing the condition, then only for else part, condition will not be there, then also will not be there. And click on the apply. Then you can see in terms of, see here, 56 failed, 90 grade A, 80 failed, minus 80, it is minus 8, not plus 80, failed, 80 grade B, 94 grade A, 55 failed. Like that you can write the one if and multiple elifs. Elifs you can write multiple. Whenever you are using the elif, 100% you have to use the condition, and after the condition you have to use the then keyword. Okay, is that clear guys, everyone? Everyone is clear, or anyone has any questions? That is with respect to if else and if elif else. So wherever you are going to have, so based on this you are going to create a new column separately. Now for example, I am having the two columns like this. One column called as, for example, you have created one column. What is that column? A. Sorry, this is, I asked you, I have given the MCQs for you, and you have answered the MCQs in the Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, this is your answers. This is your answers. You have given the answers like this. This is your answers. Your answers are A. First question answer is A. Second question answer is A. Third question answer is like this. So I'm going to insert here question number also. Question number, and this is your answers. So this is 1, 2, 3. Assume that I have given the 10 questions like this for you. Out of 10 questions, you have written A, B, A, C, A, D, B, B. Sorry, this is B, and this is small letter C. You have written the small letter C. Okay, instead of writing the small caps lock, you have written some of in between, you have taken in the small letters. Now correct answers, I'm going to take here correct answers. Correct answers are A, B, and this one is B, and A, and this is B, this is B, A, and C, and A, and B. Okay, A, B, A, or C. Okay, now according to this, like this you are having. Okay, now I want to check whether this value and this value are same. It has to give the output as 1. If both are same is 1 mark. If both are not same is 0. Now these both are same. Yes. Then what is this one? 1 mark. Both are same? No. 0. Both are same? Yes. 1. Like this I want. Then once I get 1 and zeros like this, in the last, what I'm going to do is sum, and I'm going to get the sum like this. Now students, I'm going to share the Excel sheet, and I'll ask their answers here. They may write caps lock, they may write in the small letters, but my answers will be in the caps lock. But for some of the students, it will be in the small letters A. Some of the students will write in the caps lock A. Right? Now, then how to compare? Means either I will convert this one, enter into the uppercase. This column will be converted to uppercase. And this is already in the uppercase now. Now I'm going to apply the condition. What is the condition? If marks your answers is equal to correct answers. This column name is correct answers now. your answers and correct answers. If both of them are matching, create a new column. I'm going to write in the Tableau. Okay, internally this, either in the Tableau or in the Excel, wherever it is. Okay, in the Tableau, I'm going to write like this. So in terms of the condition, what is the condition is, where if both of them are same, 1, both of them are not same, 0. Condition, how I'm going to write in the Tableau, this one, the same thing how I'm going to write, means if your answers, what are the column name is there, your answers, this is the column name now. So obviously the column name will be in the bracket like this. The column name will be in this way in the Tableau. So this is the column name. If your answers is equal to correct answers, so single equal to only, no need to use double equal to. Why single equal to? Because here assignment operator is not there. Separately assignment in the Python assignment operator is there. So that is the reason in the comparison operators we have added the double equal to. And your answers is matching to the correct answers. This is the column name, correct answers. Then you have to give the output as 1. Okay, then 1, else, yes, 0. Here you don't need to write the condition. Automatically else means condition phase. Then without condition, no need of then also. Simply you can leave and end. Now automatically it is going to create the upper and lower cases, and finally I'm going to do the sum. Now I'm going to create for each one student one value, or one column I'm going to create, and after this value, what are the students values I have received now, I'm going to mention that one separately for each student. What is the marks separately? So I'm going to take one more Excel sheet. In this Excel sheet, what I will do here, I will write the name of the student and what is the gender of the student, like this, and marks, what are the marks they have received. Sir, what is the use means? Gender wise, I'm going to observe the group by what is the average marks of the males and what is the average marks of females, and overall class average marks. I'm going to observe overall class average marks or median marks and total marks, and like this. I'm going to do that some kind of data analysis. Now I'm having the marks. For example, this is first exam. So marks of exam 1, and here I'm going to take exam 2, exam 3, like that. And if any student is absent, then it is absent. Now here if I'm having in terms of like this, whether the student having how many years of experience, this I'm going to collect in the starting itself. For the starting of the batch itself, I'm going to collect this data where I'm having the name of the person, gender, experience, and whether they are from IT or non-IT. Okay, and what is their CGPA in their having the, what is the CGPA, something like this. This is their past. Okay, so during the demo time only, I'm going to collect this data for all the 10 students. I'll collect like this. What is the gender, how many years of experience they are having, and then whether they are having the IT knowledge or non-IT people. If it is IT means here I will write IT. If it is non-IT means I will write here non-IT. Sir, why? What is the use means? I'm going to observe how these marks for IT students, how they are getting the marks, and how many students are not getting the good marks in the non-IT. Means is non-IT people are not able to understand the concepts, or IT people only are understanding just to understand. So how to understand that one means by applying the data analysis group by. So in this class, some of the IT students will be there who are from computer science background. They'll understand somewhat something. Some of them are non-IT background people will be there. So I'm going to observe the difference. So to do the data analysis, whether your degree CGPA, what are the CGPA you are having and the marks you are having here, whether your CGPA is impacted on the marks, means if you are having the high CGPA in your degrees, only those students are understanding in the class, or the people who are having the low CGPA also are understanding the class. Means if the marks are high, means automatically they are understanding the class. So I'm going to do the data analysis. This is one of the project which is in the live project from the data analysis from the Naresh IT. Is the point is clear, guys? So based on the observations, complete observations, what are the things you want, As a trainer, I want to check. See, some of the students are understanding very clearly and they are doing the projects and they're submitting the mails. In the mails also, they are sharing their dashboards. Some of the students are not sending the dashboards also to my mail. Why? What is the reason behind that? Obviously, only reason is they have not understood concepts clearly. They are unable to complete the dashboard on time. That is the only reason. Na? Time is not there, miss. They are freshers only. Na? They are not working pre-fill. So freshers are also not having the from morning to evening to create the dashboard. They are not having the time, miss. They are that much of busy, miss. They are spending more amount of time on the other things. So obviously they will not get the jobs. Career will not be there for them. Career is not that much of importance now. So we are not going to consider those students. Students who has spending the time but still not able to understand the concepts, now I'm going to identify them. And what is the reason behind why they are not understanding? When others are understanding in this class, why these people are not understanding? This is a kind of data analysis which we are going to do. And from that, we are going to observe. And what is the use of this observation? Why I have to do this kind of data analysis? Miss, for the future data, I'm going to observe based on this. Clearly, I will make a difference in the further batch. What are the further batches will be there? Now, I will show the some kind of difference. From this, what are the things I have identified? Is the point is clear, guys? Now, so like this, we are having in terms of the data, and you can apply the logical functions. So here I have applied the logical function like this, and if, elif, and else. And also, if you want to apply the two conditions, you can write the end and or. As you know, how to write the end and or means, first you are going to write the one condition for the if. For example, what is the condition here is 2 is less than 3 and 1 is less than 10. Then it is with respect to smaller, else greater. What is the answer of this? What is the answer of this, guys? So 2 is less than 3, true, and 1 is less than 10. This is also true. True and true. Output is overall true. So it is going to give the entire column true, true, true. I mean smaller, 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 smaller like that. For example, this is false. Then 1 is true, 1 is false. Then what is the output? Greater. For every record, greater, greater, greater. Because here I am not using any column name now. Column name is it is going to check inside the values. Without using the column name, blindly it is working for the single value. Is the point is clear? So the same thing here I am applying within the tableau by using the end condition. So logical operator, just I am trying to edit. Instead of editing like this, if you want to create a new column, sir, you want to keep this column as it is, sir, create a new column separately, sir, means okay, create a separately new column. Keep that column as it is. Don't modify that column. Create a new column and give the column name as L1. The name as L1. That is the column name. And I'm writing the condition. What is the condition is this one. So if 2 is less than 3 and 1 is greater than 10, then it is smaller, else greater. Click on the apply. And now you can see here in terms of everything is greater because condition was failed. If condition was failed. For example, if the condition was satisfied, then everything is smaller. Either you are going to get everything smaller or everything greater. So you want to take the in terms of value. So here I'm going to take if the marks, I'm writing here marks. Column name is marks. If the marks are greater than 70 and what are the gender is there? If the gender column, gender, okay. If the gender column is equal to male. Okay. So marks are greater than 70 and at the same time gender is equal to, then I'm going to print this one as true and else I'm going to give it as false. So wherever the condition satisfied that one, I'm going to get the output as true. Wherever the condition was not satisfied, I'm going to get the output as false. See, greater than 70 and male. So here the male, it is considering only this one. Now, even this one, 80. First you have to convert to absolute, and this one you have to convert to uppercase. Then you have to apply the logic. Then this one also will become the true. Is the point is clear? Now again I'm writing here female. For female I'm going to give the like this. If marks are greater than 70 or something like this. Now see here, I'm writing here the gender is equal to female. So female wherever the marks are greater than, female wherever the marks are greater than 70. So marks are greater than 70, I'm getting the output as true. Okay, for the female records. Is the point is clear? Now, sir, Tableau or Power BI, they are case sensitive, miss? They are not case sensitive. Power BI and Tableau, they are not case sensitive. Only the Python is the case sensitive. And Python only has the index number starting with the 0. Power BI and Tableau index numbers are not starting with the 0. Indexing concept only not there. Number of characters only will be there. Starting characters. Okay. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone? Similarly, you can apply the OR condition. Instead of AND, writing the OR letter. OR. Okay. Within the L1, just I'm going to click on this edit. Instead of this AND, you write here OR. So like this, you are going to have in terms of logical functions. Right? If and else with the logical functions. Everyone is clear? So now, as one of the student has asked the question earlier, in terms of, that is Chetan. Okay. I'm going to deal, what are the logic, create the calculated field, and you can use in terms of one more called as, what are the left functions? isDate and makeDate. So just you can use the isDate. The function name is called as isDate. So just I'm going to create the calculated field. I'm going to use isDate. So I'm going to provide here the string. It is asking to provide the string, and I'm going to provide the string as isDate 2024 -03 and 01, and click on the apply, and you can get this one in the text. So what is the answer? It is the date. True. Now here I'm writing the SRK and click on the apply. Whether it is a date? No. Whichever is in the date format, it will give the output as true. Whichever is not in the date format. Is means whenever you are using the is, it will give the output as true or false. Whether it is in the Python or in the Power BI or in the Tableau. Whenever you are using is, it is going to give the like this. Next, after isDate, what is balance? makeDate. So right here, makeDate, the function name. First you select the function name, and automatically when you select the function, it will show the arguments. What are the arguments you have to provide? So first I'm going to provide the argument as 2024, month as 10th month, day as 25th. Okay. And I'm going to click on the apply, and it is going to give me in the date. Here # you get miss. Here the space was not sufficient. Just try to drag. Okay. So that the card size is small. The card of the size is small. So it is going to convert this one as a date. For example, sir, what is the purpose of this one? Sometimes you may get the data like this. So separately you may get the data where you will have the date 24, 28, 29, something like this. Month will be here. 10, 10, 10. This is 10. And this is also 10. And this is year. You'll have the year like this. And 2024, 2024, and 2024. Like this you may have. Now you want to combine this one as a single date. So then what you are going to do is, you are going to create the date, make date. And in that first you have to give the column name as year, comma. Okay, you have to provide the column name, comma, month, comma, date column. Then it will convert this one as a date type, and it is going to create a new column by combining these three. And then you can later you can remove these three, or you can ignore those three columns. Which are the latest column you have created, you can utilize that column. Sometimes date will be given, we require the month. We want, sometimes they will give the date and we want the exclusively the month only. I want the month column separate. Then yesterday in the last class I have told you how to separate the month miss. For example, if they have given you like this, okay, year they have given 2024 is the year and the month is 10, date is 25. Now I want the output as 25 10 2024. This is the output. Then what is the function I have to do for this output? Make date is the function. Now, for example, they have given me input as this one. This is the input, but I want the output as 2024. I want the 2024 as the output. Then what I have to do? Year of is the function. You have to provide the input as year of, or if the output I required for this same date, I require the output as 10. Then what is the function I have to use here? Month of. If I require the output as in terms of 25, then day of. If you want this one, you have to use the day of this function. So which type of input, and according to that you are going to select as per your requirement. If that was given and this one you want miss this, if this was given and that one you want miss. No sir, they have given directly this one only, this one I'm going to use miss, none of the function is required then. No need to convert, no need to do anything, directly use that whatever they have given to you. Is that clear guys? Chetan, is your question is clear? What are the function you are using? Just here write the function, and after writing the function here, okay, first you write the function, which are the functions you want, write the function. Okay, in the future you may use a new functions. Don't think that what is the things or something like this. Just write the function name first. Okay, after writing the function, so here when you are using the function like date is the function. Now just in the bracket you will see the something, what are the arguments it has to provide. Just provide the arguments. One argument means 1, 2 means 2, 3 means 3, like that. Is the points are clear guys, everyone, all the functions? So that is with respect to Tableau. Could you check in the Tableau the complete concepts are discussed or anything is pending in the Tableau? After the class you can open the syllabus copy and you can check. Okay, and Monday's class we are going to do the one Tableau project. Now as I have told you today, now balance time, as I'm going to show you the students who have shared the dashboards, I'm going to show their presentation to you and I'll ask them to present now also. Okay guys, now whoever has shared the dashboards to me, if you want, make a note of this. If you are interested and you want to see the practical application, I mean practically, just make a note of this. Now in this class, how many students have shared the dashboard? I also don't know. To be more precise, I don't know. To be more clear with you, I have not even opened also till now. That is reality. I have not even opened, I have not even checked. So today afternoon, I will have the time. So today weekend, today afternoon, I want to check basically students dashboard. I want to see today afternoon. Basically my plan is that one. Till now I have not even opened, but now I'm going to open in front of you. Which student has shared, how many students has shared also, I don't know exactly, but I'm going to open right now in front of you. One thing I can clearly say, now whoever the students has shared the dashboard, students who shared dashboards, okay, 100% I can say one thing from this, and if their presentation dashboard is they have shared also, in that empty is there means I can't do anything. If the dashboard really the dashboard they have created with the plots and everything, and if the student has done the good presentation today, what are the dashboards they have shared and along with the good presentation they have done, 100% I can say that particular student is going to place first when compared to others. If you want, you can check. Okay, by next week everything will be completed and they are going to start applying for the companies now. The students who have shared the dashboard and who is going to do the good presentation in the class, observe that students are going to place first. Remaining students, again, they'll spend the additional time in the labs. Offline students or online students, they'll spend their time for again learning, and they start listening to the recordings. Again, they'll do. And finally, once they receive the subject only, they'll get the job. I'm not saying about the interview call. Interview call you may get through reference also. Interview calls you may get through something also. Or interview calls you may get by writing others project as your projects in the resume also. I'm not focusing on the interview calls. I'm focusing about the job. After the interview, in the interview, what will happen? That one I'm discussing. If I copy from others, array, you have completed array class, in the class sir has explained the projects now. Have you completed? Completed. You'll ask like this your friend. Okay. You have completed a project now, share it to me. And some of the students are going to do the resumes. Obviously, your friend also will be completed resume. And array, you have completed resume now. I am unable to do share your resume now. Share. The friend will share the resume. In that, what I will do? I'll change the name. I'll change the phone number, mail ID, college name, and BTech percentage. Remaining as it is. Okay, my friend will share everything, and I will do this one. Name I will change, mail ID I will change, phone number I will change. These things I will change. And along with that, education also will be there. Education, maybe he is from BTech or I'm from BSc or something. Then I'll change the education. In data analytics, I will not change anything. I'll copy paste. Past only I will change. In this 4.5 months, whatever we have done, that I will not change. And I'll keep as it is the same projects and everything. I will also feel myself that I have also completed the course. My feeling only, but actual thing is, okay. But by copying others' project as my project, my inner feeling says that I have completed everything. And I'm going to share to the company, and I'll get the interview call. After getting the interview call, in the interview, they'll ask some questions. I'll say, after failing in the interview outside, these people basically they don't want. For why? They'll call us. While they'll ask all these stupid questions like this. Because again, we have to feel ourselves we are correct, but others are wrong now. Then only we'll stay. Otherwise, we can't alive. Always we have to feel like that. If they ask some other questions also, why these people will ask all these stupid questions? They are waste. Then we are best. Then only we'll be happy. If we feel ourselves we are waste means, then we can't even sustain for one day. Our inner feelings are different, but in the reality is different. Okay, so my point is very simple, guys. Very, 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 very simple point. Don't copy from others. Develop the subject. Learn the subject. That is the only point I want to say. In a direct way or indirect way, that is the only point. Online students, that is not a problem. Particularly offline students, I'm saying this one. Online students are not having the problem because they are not having the connection between one to another. Maybe they are connected with separate WhatsApp group or something, miss, I can't do anything. Okay, but getting the interview call is different. Getting the job is different. For interview call, you have to do, you can do, if you don't know anything also, if you write so many things also, you'll get the interview call. Okay. For example, let us take an example like this. To get the interview call, one of my friend, he has fresher. He's a fresher basically. Okay. My friend's cousin, it seems. He's a fresher and he has called me when 1 week back. And they asked me, any jobs are there? Can you give the reference? Then just I asked to call that, just let us have a small conversation, and based on that, I'll decide. And I have done the phone call, and in that phone call, I asked the student, you are asking the job now, what are the skills you are having? He told that he has shared me the resume. In the resume, what are the things he has written? So many, multiple skills he has written. I know Java he has written, Python he has written, and .NET he has written, and so many things he has written. Okay, and when I have called, he told that only one point. Hey, you have written this. Are you familiar all these things, miss? Yes, sir. When miss in the college they have explained all these things. Subjects will be there now. Literally, he has written all the subject names. Okay, as a skills. And I asked a few questions. Okay, everything is fine, right? So you are having the awareness on this one. I asked some questions and the phone call on directly. If this is the like interview questions, not even interview question, just as a casually ask one project. What is the project you have worked? Sir, in the college academic project. Okay, he is having the just he has passed out. Okay, okay, he's having only that. I asked particularly, are you having any knowledge on a particular domain? He told that no. Okay, fine. That is also fine. So just I asked the few questions means he told that I'm having awareness, but I'm not that much of strong. Okay. First I asked the questions from the Python. He told that I'm not having that much of knowledge. I'm okay, okay. Okay, let us ignore the Python. Next, what is the next skill means machine learning. Again, I asked one question in the machine learning. I'm having awareness, but I'm not having perfect knowledge. Oh, okay. Deep learning. Okay, again, I asked the question. I'm having awareness, but not perfect knowledge. For every concept, he told only one thing. I'm having awareness, but not the knowledge. Awareness, not knowledge. Awareness, not knowledge. This is the only statement. I also told that I'm also having the awareness where the jobs are there, but I'm not having the reference. Awareness is there, but no reference is there. Where the jobs are there, I know, but I can't send you. Same answer. Okay, simple. So without knowledge, what I have to do? For example, assume I have sent the student only. According to you, I have sent. He will sit in front of the interviewer. The interviewer will ask the questions. He will say that something, something. He'll try to create also. If required, he will create also. Creativity also he will use and he'll do something. Finally, he'll not get selected. Okay, not selected. Fine. Now, after that, what will happen? The interviewer who has, I have given the reference now. Now, the interviewer will call me and he'll say that, Arey SRK, please don't send your student. Okay, once your students are giving the answers, based on their answers, we are forgetting the original answers. All right, please, in your life, please don't send. Now, if I have to receive that type of caller, for example, if the student is really having the knowledge, okay, he is having a genuine knowledge and certification or everything, I also satisfied with that. Now, if I have shared and he has got the job and basically he has to get the job of 5 lakh salary, but he has expected only 4 lakhs also, he is ready to join. Now, what is the call I'm going to get now in this case? Is there any other students? Because they want Bakras now, who are having the 5 lakhs knowledge and but they're expecting 4 lakhs only. They are also happy now. Now they'll also ask me, is there any other students like this same way? Obviously they'll ask. In the first case, what happens? In the second case, what happens? Now that is the reason while sending the persons to a reference, we have to check their knowledge. Otherwise, what happens means second time we can't send up further any student. If I send one of the base student, miss second time really good student is there also, I can't send. Because if I call them and if I ask, is there any job in your company, miss, they say that though there is a job also, no, there is no job. Don't send your student. Don't send, don't send, don't send. This is the case. Is the points are clear? That is the reason even in your relatives also, if they are having the references, they are working in the companies also, they will not give the references for every person. If they are having the 100% surety on you. If they are sure and you are having the good subject, they feel like that, they will give the reference. Generally, every person will not refer the every person. The point is, next time they can't send one more person. They can't ask. With that one time only, the everything will be disconnected. Is the point is clear? Now, coming back. So let's go with the presentation. Just 1 minute, guys. I'm going to see which students has done and The students are ready for presentation. Just raise your hand. Offline students who are ready for presentation, rise. One student. Online students, could you rise? Online students who are ready for presentation. Have you sent to this mail only? SRK DS mock test. Just 1 minute, guys. Okay, done. Okay, Ankur has shared the dashboard. And who else? You are Ankur Yadav. Ankur, you are online student, huh?
Sometimes I take it up.
Okay. Okay, yes, you have shared, you have not shared, huh? Done. So I can't open in the Tableau public. I think I have to open in your laptop only. Have you brought any laptop? Okay, guys. Online students, uh, no one has shared from the dashboard, right? Online students particularly. Yeah, just 2 minutes. You can open, you can switch on and you can open the Tableau and you can bring finally. Online students, have you completed? So try to complete today. Okay, if anything is still pending, miss, try to complete today and please share your dashboards by end of the day. everyone, right? And Monday we'll have one project on the Tableau, one more project apart from the sample data store. Done. Right, guys, that is the end of the session and you can leave.